Hey guys, Nitrotech here. We're playing Gold Rush the game, and it is day 1 of Season 7 leaderboards. So we're going to go through and just run through everything that I do starting every time I start a new game. This comes up whenever you start, and you are seeing we're doing leaderboard mode right here. We're just going to not show this again. And the first thing I always do is these story pages. So we're going to run over here, grab this one by the door. There's one over here by the bench. And then the third one's going to be across the street over here by this little pile of trash. The reason I do these first is whenever you first collect all of the pieces for one section or area, like this is the hotel, you collect all 3 pages, you get 1% discount on your gas and your parts at the store. So we come down here, instead of going into town first off, we come back here to the sawmill first. And we're just going to make a big loop, and I'm just going to kind of go through and show you where each of them are. And I found that by doing this, you save a little bit more than $1 a gallon before you even start. We're going to kind of fishtail here, right at this sign, and the next one is right here. And then we're not going to go that way, we're going to come here through the posts, because the next one's on this little pile of lumber right here. And then the third one for the sawmill is around the 18-wheeler and around back. We're just going to kind of fishtail it again. And it's right here on this post. Oh. The next one's a little bit away, but I want you guys to let me know how the sound is. This is my first ever video. Just kind of let me know how things are, and of course I'll be reviewing it before uploading, but I'm not going to have time to sit there and redo it a couple times just to make sure everything's perfect. But if you've seen there, I kind of took a little side road. This is going to take us back to, I think it's called Fort Troy, Bear Paw Lake anyway. And I hate these little loading things. They're all over the place. Ow! Those invisible walls get me every time. We're going to make a left here. And this is Bear Paw Lake there on the left. We're going to come right past this brick wall and fishtail it again. This time kill the motor as much as you can, but we're going to keep walking down the road. This big tree here on the left. Right after it there's a rock, and there's the next one. Now you can use your bracket key and it'll jump you right back to your truck. The next one's right here at the end of the brick wall. And we're just going to head back down the road we just came down. The next one should be, not should be, it is, right here at the fence post. You can see it, there's the sign, there's the story page right there. Come up here to this little crossing where the boathouses are. And you see this stump here? It's the second one down. There's one right there. A little bit further down, you'll see kind of right here, there's a small clearing in between these trees. There's two rocks, and it's right there. The next one's going to be a little bit further down the road at the junkyard. I'm trying to avoid all the invisible walls and trees that are in the middle of the road. Gotta kind of remember to stay right here. And then a little bit further up ahead, you gotta stay left hard. Invisible wall, and here's that hard left. Another invisible wall. I'm getting good at hitting those. Kind of stay to the left here, stay to the left here. And you'll see as you come around this bend, there's a stump sticking up right here. This one right here, it's right there on the back side of it. Jump back in. Oh, I almost forgot, you can grab this hood for your truck. See, then you just pick it up and it's on. We're going to give it some gas, come up here and try and fishtail it again. That'll work. Right back here, this down little construction sign or blocker. That's the last one for the junkyard. Come back down the road we were just down. And guess what? We're going to make another left. I ought to join NASCAR, but too old and never decided to get into that. But come across the bridge here. And right here, this kind of opens up. As it comes back together, there's a little downed log here. And right underneath it is the next one. And just keep on moving. Those sound worse than they actually are. Finagle your way through there and kind of stop right there. You see the traffic cones here. And just left of that one is the next one. And there's a couple cars up here. We're going to stop and kill the motor up here because we got a few here. Now, first one's going to be right on this side of the car. You walk up, there's these totem poles here. On the back side of the gray one, the back gray one, not the center one, that one. And heading up the steps, right under those steps is the third one. When you hit that key again, go right back to the truck and get moving. We are trying to save some time. We got a lot of digging to do today. And notice this is the blacksmith. If you haven't seen these two or found these two yet, might be fairly new to the game, but this back dumpster, there's one right there. And the second one is here under this bench, and I always have to crouch to get that one. I don't know why, but there's the deer on the right. I don't know if anybody's ever pointed those out to you. We're going to come down here and turn down the railroad tracks. We're not going to worry about picking up equipment or the bank yet. We'll get back to that and still have plenty of time. Next one's right here on this first building on the railroad tracks. In fact, I think the story for this one is actually called Railroad. And right up here where the fence comes out to the railroad, there's another one right down here on the ground, kind of halfway in between there and there. This is the last one for the railroad, and we're going to head up to the factory. And again, the only reason I get all these first is we need to get that discount on gas as soon as possible. The parts help too, but it's mainly that gas, because when you start paying, gallons and gallons of gas, that it actually comes out to be a little bit more than $1 a gallon. That adds up really quick. We're going to come all the way back here, kind of fishtail it again, jump out, and right over here there's this rock that crushed the fence with the tree. There's a page right there. And the next one is that little blue car right there and the blue truck. We're going to park right here. Jump out right here by the back tire. There's the next page. And then right in front of this blue truck by this barrel, there's the next one. And you come up a little bit, there's the blue containers on the left. There's one over here by the pipes, or whatever those are. And then one over here by this dumpster. I'm going to keep on moving. Park it right here. And over here by this almost like excavator looking thing. If you guys want to tell me what it is, that'd be great. But it looks like an excavator to me, an unmanned excavator anyway. We're going to come up here and park one more time right by these. Right by the gate. Over here by this little bush and barrel, there's that one. And then the last one for the factory is over here by this gate. Now we're going to save a little bit of time. Not drive all the way back to town. We're going to hit up our map, select our truck, and restore. Even though it didn't show anything, close the map, and boom, we're back in town. Not quite ready yet to start doing the dig, and there's a couple more spots we got to hit. We're going to come down here. There's a dirt road. We're going to head up to the radio station. Now you might want to lock your differential for this hill. It's kind of steep, and you're going to need it to get up it. Stay to the right here. Now locking the differential can be good. You do have a little bit wider turning radius, but you don't spin out when you make turns at speed as easily. You see I came up, kind of followed the right side. You'll see kind of this opening where the sky kind of opens up right here. This tree, there's one right underneath it. And we're going to run up here to the gate, unlock that differential, and give it a fishtail. On the right side of the gate, there's one right there. The other one's right there. Jump back in, and we're going to start heading down, but we're going to take a little bit different approach. And we're going to hang to the right instead of kick back to the left. We're going to lock that differential again just to keep from spinning out on these tight turns. So this is where we start hanging to the right. Right here at this car, go right. And then right here you'll see there's another turn here to the right, and follow that around to the right. And just follow this straight back. This will be the last area for the pages, and we'll get to the store and do some digging. So I want to try and make this as quick as possible. First one is right here at this do not enter sign, right here to the left of it. Next one's going to be right here. There's a sharp turn to the right. A little bit of a fishtail there, but right there on this little silo, there's that one. I'm just going to run down here, down the road. There's a little sign here. You can see the page on it already. And we'll just jump back in our truck. And then we're going to use our little shortcut again. Make sure the truck's selected and hit restore. Boom, we're back in town. Now let's head to the bank. I just watched another YouTuber do his first day here on the leaderboard, and he was paying $10.83 a gallon. So we're going to get our lease for Old Arnold. We're going to grab ourselves a loan. We're going to keep it at 3 days because we're going to pay this off before the end of the day, and we want as little as interest as possible. I'm going to head here to the store. Now I do something a little different. And here's the reason why. When we start getting into this, oh, I didn't kill the motor. We need to save that gas. When we start, using this hog pan and everything, which we're going to need our extension, I have found that when you rinse out your mats in the buckets, you're only getting 90% of the gold. 96%, sorry. So what I do is I grab 12 of these, because we're going to end up doing 3 runs with this, with the shovel. But we are going to go straight for the pump. We're going to grab the small water pump. We're going to grab our water hoses. 1 fat, 1 small, or thin. And that's it. We need our 1 jerry can. We're not going to buy any buckets. We're not going to buy the water filter over there because most people don't realize this has a water filter on it. We are going to grab this. It's going to come in handy. So we got the jerry can, water hoses, pump, all those. So yeah, that's it. Let's load her up. I'm going to get this loaded up, save some time on this video for you, and I'll be back when we start heading to the gas station. Alright, we're on our way to the gas station. I got everything loaded up here, and you see I did throw a few mats in the sluice boxes before loading them up. It just makes it a little bit easier. But I didn't mention when I said about you only get 96% of your gold. That's compared to the magnetite separator. But this dirt that we're digging is the worst dirt in the game. So we're not really saving that much. But in the leaderboard, you need every little bit you can get. But you see here, we're paying $9.42 a gallon. That is outstanding. So we're just going to fill up the truck, fill up our jerry can. And fill up the water pump. That doesn't freak out. And let's head to Old Arnold. I'm going to cut out again here. I just wanted to kind of show you that price difference just from picking up all them story pages. But I'm going to head to Old Arnold, get everything set up, and we'll see you there. Alright, so real quick, heading into Old Arnold here, there is one more story page we need to get, and it's when you just come into Old Arnold. There's the gate right here. You just come in, there's some barriers over here to the left. We're going to walk past them. You can't drive, it'd be nice to, but you kind of follow this little path over these boards and over the river and through the woods. to the green tent we go. Right here, and there's one of the pages for Old Arnold, and we're going to use our little trick and get right back to the trot. Since I got you here, I might as well just show you setup real quick. You'll notice I love to fishtail a lot. I'll pull it in right there, drop the gate. First thing we're going to grab, no, not those. Give me that. Come on. We're going to drop that right there. There's 8 of them in here. Just start bringing stuff over. Oh, grab this other story page. That's another 1% now that we got both of the Old Arnold story pages. Now the rest of the story pages are in the other 3 parcels we have to unlock. We'll do that later. Kind of put that one there. We'll grab this one. Throw it there. We'll throw our box in. Oh yeah, these things. Those get so annoying. I'm going to rotate that and drop it right there. Let's hook that up. Just drop it in here. Now you see it's showing the symbol's green. That means it has access to water. So that's what I was saying. You don't need that other filter. I mean, if you want to get it, you can, but I found it kind of redundant. I mean, this pump, we're not going to be using it as much as, I mean, if it, degrades it quicker without it, that's fine. We're not going to be using it that long. So there we go. We got, oh, there's that in there. So I always fill this up first. And usually at about either the 7th or the 8th shovel, we're going to find our first nugget. It's usually when you get about, I think it's 88% or 89%, you'll find that first nugget. And 78, there it is, right on cue. We're going to keep it. We're right at 89%, it's 0.63 ounces. So we're full. And we're going to fire this up and let it start going. I'm just going to keep digging. Now the goal for day 1 is 25 ounces. That's kind of our cutoff. Closer we get to 30, the better. But usually, and from what I've learned, this first part you won't get. If you get to 30, that's pretty good, but you won't find really anything more than that. It usually stops anywhere from 27 to 31, 32 ounces if you're lucky. So I'm going to cut, keep digging, and I'll come back once we get this one filled up and swap everything out and kind of give you an update, and then we'll just keep going from there. Alright everyone, we just finished filling this up, so we're going to cut this off. Now I did also want to mention, the purpose of today isn't really to do clean outs and process gold. The objective today is to find nuggets. The reason for that is when you process gold for Old Arnold and you're leasing it, the parcel here, you have to pay 30% of all the gold processed. Well, the nuggets aren't included in that. So everything we get from nuggets is 100% ours to keep. So then we don't have to worry about holding on to gold to pay Old Arnold or having him take our money at midnight. As long as we keep living off the nuggets for the first day or two, we can progress really fast. And we can have enough money to almost rent out the entire Tier 3, but we will definitely have the wash table and the magnetite separator, trailer, all that. So we'll be able to get all that without having to pay anything into Old Arnold. But you see, I got 12.3 ounces. Good start. Like I said, it takes usually about 3 full loads of this to get all the nuggets out of this section. And then we can go smelt a couple bars and get some money and start doing the Tier 2. I want to get, if we don't actually start Tier 2 today, we might not, because we're going to be getting the big excavator. And depending on how late in the day it is on that, we might just wait till midnight, just so that we don't have to pay that extra. I think it's about $2,500 a day to rent that. And that's the biggest nugget so far, 1¼ ounces. We'll probably get close to 20, if not a little bit over, at the end of this little run. So I'm going to cut out the boring part again. See you guys in just a second. Alright, so I just finished up the second one. We got 22.5 ounces, so we're going to keep going. I feel like I'd be a little bit more efficient and grab one on the way back. So these crates can be handy, but they're also a pain in the butt. Where's that one? So I'm going to keep going and see you again in just a minute. Alright guys, we're getting close to wrapping this up. I had my last nugget and the mats were at about 61%. That got me to 30 ounces and I haven't seen anything since, so I'm just kind of topping this off. And we're going to make a trip into town, get some gold. We'll smelt the gold into bars and then buy some new equipment and get ready for Tier 2. And this is the fastest I've ever been able to, or I've been able to figure out how to get started the quickest. There we go. We're just going to leave all this just where it is. We're going to use that again, but all the mats and all this isn't going to be used again until we get to Tier 3, so we're just going to leave it sit there. Now fortunately, or unfortunately, since we've unlocked Old Arnold, we can't just use that restore button and go right back to town. It'll just take us right there to the parcel. You've got to be almost in town for that restore to work now. If it even works at all. I haven't tried it. Last time I tried it, I was just outside the factory, the other side, and it took me back to Old Arnold. So I've never unlocked the fast travel. I've always kind of enjoyed the little drive. Kind of gives you a break from everything and lets you enjoy the possibilities this game could do. Could you imagine having a deer jump out in front of the road and like disabling your truck for 2 hours or something? That'd just be funny. I missed my turn. Ain't distracted driving. It's always bad. Now the reason we wanted at least 25 is because if you see, we've only got $500 here, or $499. And that's so that we have a little bit, 5 ounces, $4.99, so that we can sell just that, get some money to smelt the rest of it, smelt the full bar, and then we'll have another 5 ounces for just to smelt that down for a little extra. One thing I always like to do, pop the hood, pull out your little inspection tool, let's check the battery. 100%, fuel filter should still be at 100%. Yeah, it is. Come on. Yeah, check your tires. 91, 98, that was 98 also. If you have a current notification up, like see this one says 98, you come around and that one will say 98 also, it won't repeat the little prompt. Oh, get out of the truck. This should be just about ready. Yet one more minute. I'm going to show you something a little else. Some people, what people do with the bars once they're crafted kind of cracks me up. So you got to go back into the menu, hit exit, and there's your bar. A lot of people just throw it in the back. That's nice and all. I say that's a gold bar. You want to protect that. Let's throw that right in the... Oh, no. We missed. Oh, no, it fell in. It fell in between the seat. We're going to kind of glitch here. See it right down there? That's a good spot. That's a nice safe place for a gold bar. We're going to head to the bank and sell that bar, and then I'm going to save a couple more minutes of video here. We're already at 30 minutes, so I'm going to save a couple more minutes. Mistimed that one. Save the time smelting and then coming back down here. But stock, you see we're at 12.25. That's almost always day one. I like to go to 10 days or even a year. You'll see this is like the highest price it's ever been. And until the start of next season, that's probably the highest it's ever going to go this season. So we're going to go ahead and sell that one for 5,000. We're going to go ahead, not yet. So let me go smelt that down. We'll come back. I'll meet you back here at the bank. Alright, we're heading back to the bank. And let's get rid of these last two bars. So it's just smelted up everything. We got 22,000 for the big bar, the little bar, another 5,000. And we're going to go ahead and pay off our loan. We're not going to get another one yet. We're going to go shopping. And we're going to grab some stuff here. I'm going to call this the end of the video after we finish shopping here. And then we'll pick up where we left off in the next one. We're going to need one more jerry can. Now we're going to start grabbing some buckets. We're going to grab 6 to start. We're going to need, well, we're going to need our trailer, our wash plant. We're going to need generator. We're going to need one of these. We're going to need, yeah, we'll grab 2 of those, 2 of these, one more of those, and one of these. Because what we're going to do is we're going to stretch out 2 of these to get to our water pump. And we're going to stretch out 2 of those from the water pump to our mobile wash plant. And then from there we're just going to be feeding it buckets. Now we could go ahead and get these 2. I think we're going to hold off one more day on those, get a couple more nuggets. So we got the power, we got the water, got the jerry can, the buckets. Oh, we need one more thing, and that's fuel. Because we're going to need it for the excavator. We're going to add that. Now if you'll notice, the prices on day one are a lot cheaper than in the middle of summer. So that's only 23,000. I've seen that almost 36, I think it was, 36,000. So best to buy what you can early. But like I said, we're going to wait one more day for the magnetite separator and the wavetable. But here's all our stuff. And this is about where I'm going to end the video. We're going to get the next one going here shortly. And get... we are going to wait until morning, until midnight to rent the excavator. Because I don't want to pay the $2,500, $2,600 for only a few hours worth of digging and then have to pay it again. So I'm just going to load this up, take it out. We're going to find a good spot, stretch all these hoses out, and just start hauling stuff back. And then once the new day starts, we'll be picking up the excavator and just start digging right away once we fill everything up with gas. But now that we have that mobile gas trailer, good thing we got all that discount in gas prices. Because that's where you really start seeing the savings, especially when you get that really, really large fuel tank from the machine shop. But that'll do it. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that subscribe button if you want to follow along. Hit that notification button if you want notifications when I get the next one up. Until then, keep on digging and I'll do the same. Thanks everyone.